I think I would use tile as a way to remind me of Hong Kong, because whenever you see a piece of tile, you see many pieces to create a picture or a facade. And I feel like Hong Kong is not Hong Kong without all the people contributing to the city and the culture. My name is Christina, and I am the lead interior designer at Craft of Both.
My name is Jay Jordan. I'm the architecture lead at Craft of Both.
We both actually grew up in Hong Kong, so our families brought us here when we were quite young. So Jay and I met in high school in our design class, and we both shared a passion for design, but we both studied at university degrees in the UK and subsequently worked in the UK, and myself worked in Milan in Italy before realizing that we really wanted to come back to Hong Kong to continue our careers here.
The name Craft of Both represents kind of how we like to work and how we like to design. So it's about combinations of dialogues between contractor and designer, but also dialogues between concepts and ideas and forms and materials as well. So it's always one thing and another thing combined to make something special. I think the reason that we stay in Hong Kong and decide to set up our company in Hong Kong is because the design and construction industry here is really amazing and diverse and intense, and it's a very kind of eclectic and interesting place to build a business and to learn especially. One place in Hong Kong that we really love is actually where our studio is, which is in Causeway Bay, especially the kind of crossroads over near where Sogo is. It's really rich. It's a constant source of inspiration and kind of dynamism for us.
We source a lot of local materials, so we'll physically go down to Lockhart Road or Portland Street, both in Hong Kong, to source in-store all the materials. These are usually originated in China and then resold in Hong Kong. And then we also look online on Taobao for some of our materials.
Waveform is very much inspired by how people live and work in Hong Kong. People are being very clever about how they maximize the square footage of their space. And so in this house, we have flexible partitions across the house which actually reflect and bounce natural light deep into the heart of the plan and allow you to kind of control privacy between one space and another.
We were really inspired by the client's collection of antique furniture as well. It was all in a very traditional Chinese style, and they wanted a more contemporary feeling for their apartment. So we really wanted to highlight the details of the Chinese furniture, like the color, for example. It was really exciting taking the Moon series and exhibiting it in Milan and in Hong Kong. So our Moon series was inspired primarily by the Chinese paper fan. We really loved the idea of having this contrast of this beautiful Chinese symbol that is typically quite fragile and flexible, contrasting with the more structured, sturdy chair.
It's a tricky process to try and balance traditional Chinese motifs with contemporary design, and that we found was very successful was if you can really just take those core concepts of dialogue between the traditional Chinese symbol and the kind of contemporary design sentiment and really stitch them into the core concept of the piece, it comes across naturally.
In Hong Kong, we encouraged the visitors to touch and play, and it was really intriguing to see how they kind of felt more comfortable to interact with the piece. Space is quite limited in Hong Kong, so I think continuing to explore ways in designing very multifunctional, high storage, really comfortable small spaces is really exciting for us.